It's hard to believe that just a couple of months ago, we were all going about our daily lives, functioning comfortably in the routines of work and school, church. The activity of our day was set by the clock, with little deviation of our all too familiar schedules. Wake up at 6, out of the house by 8, at work by 9, lunch at noon, dinner at 6, in bed by 10, only to do it all over again the very next day. But no matter how monotonous life was, we enjoyed, at least to some degree, a sense of stability and security in the mundane and the predictable. And then it happened.
The warning from the CDC, the coronavirus is spreading so quickly around the globe, it may only be a matter of time before it begins rolling across the U.S. with the potential to become a pandemic.
At first, we didn't pay close attention. But it became harder to ignore as headlines from around the world began announcing a global pandemic that would disrupt the lives of millions, including our own. That was BC, before COVID-19. And now we find ourselves in a crisis, trying as we may to just find our way. Crises are what they are because they suddenly, without warning, rob us of our sense of safety, security, autonomy, and in this case, community and church. And when the enemy is silent and invisible, it's feared all the more because we're left vulnerable to the enemy that is both indiscriminate and merciless. Yet, in the midst of it all, one day I just went outside, and almost immediately, my countenance and perspective changed. Why? Because I saw the sky. It was limitless. The clouds were floating silently in their appointed courses, and their unmatched beauty brought me a sense of peace and comfort. I looked at the trees and the grass, and I saw that they were changing from brown to green, forecasting a changing of the seasons. Birds were chirping, squirrels were darting across the yard. And it occurred to me then that a pandemic can stop the world economy, it can stop travel, it can even cause a pause in our social schedules, but it cannot stop the earth from spinning on its axis, allowing the clouds to dance in their synchronized rhythm. Clearly, the orbit around the sun was changing the season from winter to spring. And that's when I remembered the rainbow and God's promise that from now on and forever, there will be seed time and harvest time. The cycle of cold and heat, summer and winter will persist, and day will inevitably follow night. My sense of hope and identity and security in Christ was renewed when I went outside. So if you're feeling the blues because of this pandemic and the incessant news, just get up. So go outside, breathe in the fresh air, and reconnect with your sense of purpose and hope and security. Be still. Know that He's God. And our God is bigger. He's a lot bigger than COVID-19. Be blessed.